Dear learners, welcome to the channel again. Today's topic is parametric and non-parametric tests. Parametric tests and non-parametric tests are statistical methods used to analyze data under different conditions. First of all, we will discuss about parametric tests. These tests assume that the data follows a specific distribution, typically the normal distribution. These tests rely on certain parameters of the population being analyzed. For example, students t-test. This test is used to determine if there is a significant difference between the means of two independent groups. For example, it can be used to compare the mean test scores of the students who underwent two different teaching methods. Example 2 is there, ANOVA. ANOVA is used to compare the means of three or more groups to determine if at least one group is significantly different from the others. For example, it can be employed to assess whether there are differences in the average income levels among people living in different regions. Now we will discuss about non-parametric tests. These tests do not make assumptions about the distribution of the data. It is important, you should remember. They are used when the data is not normally distributed or when the sample size is very small or small. Example, Mann-Whitney U-test. This non-parametric test is an alternative to the independent samples t-test and is used to determine if there is a significant difference between the distribution of two independent groups. For example, it can be applied to compare the median tests scores of students from two different schools. For example, example 2 is there, Kruskal-Wallis test, similar to ANOVA but for non-normally distributed data or data with unequal variances. This test is used to compare the median ranks of three or more independent groups. For example, it can be used to evaluate if there are differences in the effectiveness of three different drug treatments for a certain condition. Thank you.